with Miss Jenny's Cleaning, and we're going to have some girl talk today. So, before we start, I have a question for you. If you could wear any color for the rest of your life, what color would that be? And I know this makes me think of The Handmaid's Tale, so I guess if you watch that, let me know that below too. What do you think of that? But I'm not going in that direction. I have certain colors that I wear all the time. I have certain colors that I will never wear because I think I look horrible in them, or I just don't like them. So you'll never, or very rarely, see me like in yellow. I don't like the way I look in yellow, and it has its place, but it's not one of my favorite colors, and I just don't think I look good in it. But you'll see me in a lot of red, a lot of purple, a lot of blues, blacks, whites, those kind of colors, bright colors. So what do you like to wear? What color do you like to wear? And I think this is important because one of the things that we wear that makes us feel pretty and sexy and desirable, and actually sometimes does make us look better because of the way the garment is made and what the function is actually for, is our underwear. Okay, so I know some ladies just love to buy underwear, and it makes them feel good, you know, even though it's something you don't, well, we see more in our society now, you know, with the way the shirts are and the way people wear their bottoms and things like that, but technically underwear is not supposed to be seen. Okay, so that said, I know we spend a lot of money on our underclothes, and after a while they can become uncomfortable, and some kinds of underwear are just uncomfortable anyway. But I wanted to talk to you about how to take care of your underwear, so that first of all it lasts longer, and second of all it doesn't get all stretched out and become a nuisance, because there's nothing worse than a bra strap falling down or the elastic going out in your underwear and it's like falling down your butt, and you know, how do you tactfully pull that up, right? Or whatever with the thong thing, and that gets stretched out, and now you have this really weird like jump rope going up your butt. Okay, not cool, just definitely not cool, and they might have been your favorite pair. So let's talk about how to take care of them and how to make, because they'll last longer. Okay, so basic underwear, your day-to-day, your granny panties, whatever, the stuff you wear under your jeans when you're just having a regular day and nothing special, you can wash them in the washing machine, but you want to make sure that you use cold water. You don't ever want to wash your underwear, any of your underwear. Okay, so we're talking bras, panties, pantyhose, any kind of foundation garments that you use, spandex, Spanx, okay, those kind of things that lift, support, tuck, hide, whatever, enhance, okay, all those kinds of things. Cold water, always cold water, and because they're made out of elastic and spandex, that's why. So we want to keep the spandex and the elastic healthy, okay, for lack of a better word. We just want to keep it supple so that it will continue to stretch, because the heat will break it down, and that's what makes them, like if you've ever had the bra strap where it gets all curly, that's from heat. That's not from anything else. Okay, special underwear. Okay, so your lace panties, your lace bras, pantyhose, tights, and I would say underwire bras as well. Okay, even if they're your everyday basic white underwire, I would still say hand wash those. And the reason why I say that is, even with the delicate cycle, the machine is still going to be agitating, whether you have a front loader that, you know, goes around this way and it tosses the clothes, or if you have a top loader that goes this way. Either way, that machine is agitating, and it has holes in it for the water to go through. Now with your bras, you should be, if you're putting them in the machine, if they're not underwire, you should be clipping the back clips together anyway, so they don't get caught in that. And I personally would recommend using a lingerie bag, because it just helps contain everything and keeps it from getting caught up in other pieces of clothing. But your special stuff, your romantic stuff, the things that you're using for special occasions or special dresses, like, you know, you might have a special bra for something strapless that maybe is low in the back. Have you ever seen those where they have the support? It's almost like a bustier in the front, but in the back it clips like a regular bra around the waist, so you can have an open back. All that special, important underwear, okay, really should be hand washed. Things that have bones in them, like corsets and whatnot, they should all be hand washed, because you don't want those things that are meant to support to get twisted or bent, because then they're not going to do any good. They're either going to be poking into you, or they're not going to give you the look that you want. Okay, and we always use cold water. Okay, and you can use mild soap. Now, if you're hand washing, you can still use a little bit of your laundry detergent, or you can get something like Woolite. You can use, my mother used to use just regular dish detergent. I like to use shampoo. It's a little milder. I mean, this is what I have right now, but you can use baby shampoo. I know some people just buy baby shampoo specifically for washing their delicates. So, you know, you can use that. And then, I'm a big advocate for fabric softener. I don't know, I like fabric softener, but fabric softener has perfume in it, and I know some people are really sensitive to it, especially, you know, so, if you can't use fabric softener, you can rinse with vinegar. The vinegar will take any static out. It will help loosen, you know how lint will stick to things. Sometimes it'll help loosen that lint up. And it will also cut any residue from the soap, which might irritate our little girl downstairs. Okay, so a good vinegar rinse is good, if you know, as opposed to a fabric softener. And we always want to, and this is all underwear. Okay, so even our everyday underwear that we can throw in the washer, everything should be line dried. You never want to throw it. Well, okay, you never want to throw it in the dryer. Now, I know time is of the essence sometimes, or maybe you live somewhere where you can't hang it, okay? If you have to put it in a dryer, you want to put it in with no heat, okay? Because remember, the heat's just going to break down the elastic, okay? But the more you agitate something like that, the more likely it is, if you've got underwires and stains and that kind of stuff, it's just easier for them to get damaged. So I'm advocate line drying. Now, I want to touch on one other thing that, ladies, you know, we have this issue, and that's when our Aunt Flo comes, and sometimes she goes a little crazy, and we get blood on our clothes, okay? God forbid it comes outside, you know, and it's on your outer garments, but just some simple ways to take care of that. The first thing is, as soon as you can get it into cold water, I say do that. Get it in, you know, hopefully before it dries. I know it's not always possible, but as soon as possible, okay? So if you get home from work and you've been, you know, worried about this all day long, go change your clothes, put that in some cold water, and let it soak with some detergent, something, some mild soap. Let it soak for a little bit. Then you can go back and gently scrub it, and that might be enough to lift that stain out, but the proteins in blood, this is really for any blood, so even if you're cooking and you get, you know, meat blood on you from whatever you're fixing, so it doesn't have to be human blood, you know, but the proteins like to adhere to those fabrics, okay? So another thing that you can do, and I personally have never had any problem with colored fabrics that have gotten some stains on them, but I use peroxide. You'd be amazed at how this works. So just regular peroxide. I mean, this is, what kind is this? I think I got this at the dollar store. Okay, so it's just hydrogen peroxide, the kind you get for first aid. And what I would do is I'd kind of soap it up a little bit. I might even use like a toothbrush and use the toothbrush and use the soap off of a bar soap, just a regular whatever we have in the bathroom, and scrub that into the stain, okay, and then pour some peroxide over top of it, and you'll see it bubble up. Okay, if that stain's not set, it will bubble up, and then you can kind of scrub a little bit there, and that should take the stain out, and then rinse it and proceed with your normal washing after that. But that's what I would recommend. And then there's one other little thing that nobody talks about, okay? And it's kind of embarrassing, I think, but when I was doing the research on it, it's actually normal. I don't know if you've ever noticed, I'm not talking like period days, I'm talking just regular days, like the sanitary liner in your undies becomes discolored, and it doesn't matter. It could be white, you know, and it turns lighter, or you could have like your darker underwears, I mean, your white gets like a darker kind of stainish in it, or your darker undies kind of bleach out. So I did some research on this because of the embarrassment. I mean, like, what is it going on here, right? You know, but it turns out that that's actually a natural thing that happens because of the pH that we have in our vajayjays. And when that happens to your underwear, it actually means that everything's working properly, okay? But we don't want to ruin our underwear, right? Or we want it to last. So really the smartest thing that we can do, and I don't think this is going to correct it 100%, because if you're like me, you're wearing your underwear for at least, you know, from the time you get up to the time you get ready for bed, you know, on a normal day. So that's many hours where life is happening. But, you know, at the end of the day, if you're concerned, if it's a newer pair or something like that, you don't want it to bleach out, or, you know, you can just rinse it out and let it dry. I'm going to sneeze. I'm so sorry. Okay. I think I'm going to be okay. I'm just going to sneeze. But yeah, you can just rinse that out and then wash it accordingly when you're ready to do your hand washing, or throw them in the washing machine. So those are my tips for keeping your undergarments clean and as new as long as possible. Don't forget to tell me what color you would love to wear for the rest of your life. And if you have any other questions or comments, of course, please put them below. I'd be happy to answer anything that you ask. If you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you thought this was a good video. And I'll be talking to you later. Thanks a lot. Bye.